Let's see what kind of stuff they're pulling out. Right now they're hovering the Kindred and the Galio and the Lucian. Now the Kindred and Galio are sort of off meta, at least Galio in the support role. But Lucian over there is one of the top contested picks. And we have International Polytech hovering some bans here. Looks like they decided to go with the Renekton just to make sure he gets denied. Get rid of that super aggressive top laner. Then we get rid of the Hecarim. Okay. So it looks like MIT is going to try to go for something a little bit more aggressive and catch oriented, so they don't want the Hecarim to be able to initiate team fights on them. And there's the Galio ban. Looks like Palithar is known for his amazing Galio support, so Polytech has to get rid of it. See the response. With that, they're going to probably need something else with heavy CC in the bot lane to give them more pick potential. They won't have the Galio ult, but maybe they can make up for it with either Karma move speed or like a Thresh Lantern. Okay, Camille. Camille has really good escape from the top lane, so they might just not be comfortable playing against it at all. Now it looks like they're going for the Lulu instead, maybe. That would be a little bit different than the Galio. It wouldn't provide as much catch, but it would provide a really good peel for Lucian. That'll make for a really strong bottom lane 2v2. Alright, they're swapping over to the Thresh there. That go back to the initial idea. And they banned out the Morgana. Looks like they're targeting Palithar a lot here. They really don't want him to pop off on some catch potential supports, but luckily it looks like he still has the Thresh in his back pocket. And we got Raytard. Let's see. What is he going to decide to ban? What's the final ban for MIT here? They ban out the own Lulu that they hovered. So they want to be able to play aggressive bottom lane and not be denied out. The first pick Jhin. That's greedy. Followed by the Thresh that they want. That's really good. Thresh into the Jhin is good because he has very little mobility, and when he starts his Ws you can easily catch him out with the Thresh. And then we lock in the Kindred, which is, I'm guessing, a Rex Crispy special. The Ivern lock-in. Alright, Ivern jungle is aggressive early. He can maybe invade the Kindred and mess with him some, and then overall probably fall back to a more supportive role for the Alawi and the Jhin. The Alawi is a really aggressive early show, but in lane it doesn't really have a lot of issues. It's just later on. So they'll need a speed boost to get it in there. MIT grabs the Caitlyn, which will allow bot lane to have an even more dominant bottom lane, just 2v2. Because Caitlyn is just the strongest for laning phase really, and Thresh to help protect it it should be lights out in the 2v2 if they play it well. And we go for the Ahri blind pick for Baguette. Ahri's really good right now because she has good lane pressure and then also has a way to survive most matchups even if they're bad. Polytechnic goes for the Lee Sin, so that means it's not Ivern jungle. It's probably Ivern support based on what I'm seeing, and so that's extremely off meta, and that's going to be pretty fun to watch. They grab the Lee Sin and the Zed. Zed is a good matchup into Ahri. It's a nice skill matchup, and then Lee Sin can try and beat Kindred in the early aggro before she can farm up. And MIT last picked in the Nasus for a farm lane versus Alawi. That's going to be a losing matchup for them early, so they're going to have to rely on bot lane some. Hopefully Lee doesn't snowball against the Kindred, and the Ahri instead should be a skill matchup. Alright, this should be a good game. Let's watch it out. Alright, so we're watching our boys MIT Academy over here leaving their base. Looks like they're going for some sort of invade tactic. Let's see where they decide to go. They got Raytard and Baguette leading. Looks like they're going to go through the red side here. We're going to go up through the mid lane red side. Let's see if Thresh leads with his hook. No, they got Kindred leading instead, and blue side is completely unprepared for this. You got Rex Crispies and Baguette leading the charge. Alright, they moved Palithar up front. That's a smart move. So far, no one has responded from blue side. They're completely unaware of this. See if they can get a nice pick here or if they just go for vision instead. So far the Ivern jungle's just sitting, or the Ivern support's just sitting around, and we got, looks like Lee Sin's going to start blue side, so he's not even going to know this is happening yet. Are they going to steal the red to start this game? That would really put Lee Sin behind and possibly give Kindred the lead she needs to pop off in this game. Alright, we got Baguette going back to his lane. Bot lane is still sitting under their tower. They're completely unaware. Rex Krispies is going to get a free red buff here to snowball himself. Get a nice healthy lead against this Dooford Lee Sin. See if Palathar and Raytar fall too far behind though, staying and leashing this long. Will they be able to make it back to lane, and will the blue side be able to figure out that this camp's being taken? And Alawi's giving a leash over to Lee Sin so they can assume they know which side he's starting on. And there's Dooford finishing off his own blue buff. Little does he know that's the only buff he's going to be getting for this start. Oh, and Rex Krispies has marked the Lee Sin. Looks like he's willing to fight that guy out in the jungle soon. We got Raytard and Palathar getting back to lane to start this matchup. Let's see how the Ivern does against the Thresh. It looks like he started Relic Shield. Oh, and we got Palathar landing a hook on Bushwick. They're going in some. And they disengage here. This is just going to be a farm lane for a little while until they get a few more levels. Just to make sure they can they have all the CC they need to take someone out when they land the hook. Because then you want the traps followed by the net. You got Nasus getting the early level 2 in the matchup because Alawi was forced to leash. Alright, so we got Palathar over here defending the bot lane 1v3 against Zed, Ivern, and Jhin. He goes in and flays Ivern and Jhin. Dodges the Ivern Q. Gets back in there, starts hitting Thresh. Gets ready, throws out the Q, hits Ivern. Baguette comes in with the Charm combo, takes out Bushwick under tower. Paladin starts tanking tower. Ahri moves in and takes him out. Baguette keeps going for Jhin. Palathar tanks down the Jhin autos. And Baguette cleans him up with the ulti and autos for a clean triple kill, 2v3. Alright, so we got Crispy starting out with some counter jungling on the Dooford Lee Sin because he was able to get the triple buff start. He's much farther ahead than him. We got Dooford connecting the Q onto Raytard. Will he take it? He takes it, and he goes in with the Ivern shield. Caitlyn nets away. Palathar gives him a lantern, but he gets connected by the Ivern Q and he gets pulled in. Barely escapes with the Thresh lantern. Crispies is running away from Dooford and Bushwick. Meanwhile, we see Paladin going in on Zed. He ulties after the Raytard flash, and he gets him through the ignite. Palathar is trying his best to defend him. Meanwhile, Baguette and Crispies are chasing after Dooford and Bushwick. Palathar is trying to hold his own 1v2 against the Zed and Jhin. Baguette comes in and saves him just barely from the Jhin ultimate. Baguette's chasing after to see if he can kill Paladin. Paladin's going in deep for the Palathar kill. He chases him, and they're able to trade each other off. Baguette cleaning up the Zed kill. Crispies is fighting 1v2 behind the tower against Bushwick and Dooford. He takes out Dooford, and Baguette comes in, cleans up the Bushwick just in time. Gets him right outside the Crispy ulti. Alright, so we got Baguette and the rest of Rex Crispies taking out the Air Drake just to give him a little bit more mobility around the map. This helps snowball their lead with all the kills they have here. This is audio for clip number 7. Palathar and Bushwick fighting under over vision control on the bot side of mid. Dooford swinging around behind Raytard. He goes for the flash Dragon Rage kick into the Jhin W, which barely misses on Raytard. As the lantern ready, he flays Dooford into the box, and Palathar follows up with the hook. Can Raytard take him out in time? He hits him with the Peacemaker and kills him just in time. Baguette ultis over the side to go for Have You Seen My Dad and Bushwick. He keeps going and misses the charm just barely and lands the Q onto Bushwick, forcing him out of the lane. Alright, so we got Baguette, Palathar, and Raytard sitting in the mid lane. Rex Crispy is going to intercept Paladin in the river. He lands for the E, he goes for the Q, he smites him down to reduce damage, and he takes him out, face tanking all the damage he needs. Alright, we got Crispies and Palathar chasing after Dooford and Bushwick in the jungle. Dooford connects the Q onto Crispies. He does not take it. In fact, he keeps running. Crispies goes and slows him with the E. Baguette goes in for the more damage. Ultis after Bushwick, lands the charm into the hook. Kill onto Bushwick. Have You Seen My Dad? Blindly walking forward into 4 of them, getting taken out almost instantly. Crispies taken the long way away from his team. Goes over the plant. Paladin's looking for him. He hits him with the shurikens. He goes in with the ulti. He lands the autos and kills him with the ulti proc. Palathar's chasing down Paladin. Will he go for the Q? Will he go for it? No, he backs off away from his team. Alright, so it looks like we got 3-man group from both teams starting out in the mid lane here. They're poking out Baguette here. They take out Daisy. Lee Sin gets hooked into a flay into the box, and they're able to get Dooford out very low. Solzang comes for the top lane for the first time, yet he gets the vessel destroyed onto the Caitlyn. He keeps going onto the tower. He gets charmed, but he keeps going. He lands the Q and he takes out Caitlyn. Alawi's still tanking the tower. Zed ultis Baguette and takes him out. Alawi's still tanking and ends up dying to Palathar due to the tank. Zed's looking, he's looking for the Thresh kill, He takes the Ivern shield in, he gets hooked by Palathar and flayed into the death. Palathar with the great double kill under tower as the hold. Rex Crispy goes for Bushwick in the cleanup. He misses the E onto a minion, but he chases him down with Q. He keeps going, looks to be a free kill, and Palathar with the kill secure. We got Dooford. surviving down in bot lane, trying to get rid of the waves. Brown man, the first time we've seen Nessus this game, farming up the tentacles for his stacks, getting the free stacks that all of it needs. Looks like Lee Sin's trying to back now, and whoa! Polytechnic Academy surrenders to MIT for the clean win, 24-13 to end the game.